Hello and welcome to another video. In this one, I'm going to be sharing my haul from the month of April 2025. I got a decent mix of a couple of movies as well as several books that I've picked up. This is going to be a more primarily book focused haul, but I've been really getting into reading, especially in manga books. So I've started collecting a lot of manga. Well, not a lot, but I have started collecting manga over the past few months or so, and I've been really enjoying the process. So added some new books to the collection that I'm really excited to share about and show off. So let's get ready. Let's jump in. First, one of the things I'm most excited that I was able to add to the collection this past month was Falling Skies Season 4. Now, this is a series that I've always really enjoyed, and I've been slowly collecting it over the past, 5 or 10 years or so on Blu-ray, and this was the last season that I needed in order to have what I'll show here as the complete series. So now I have the complete series for Falling Skies on Blu-ray. Most of them have the slip boxes too, which is nice. I do like the slip boxes on here. Nice little extra protection on the cases. And one of the reasons it took me so long to collect this series actually was because I kind of made a unofficial challenge for myself to only buy used sets for these. So I was only picking these up at secondhand stores, and for the first season, the second season, the last season wasn't too hard because first and last seasons tend to show up pretty easily. The third season I found a few years ago, and then I'd been even having Falling Skies Season 4 on my Amazon wish list for some time just to buy the new one if I ever had to resort to it. But my brother was visiting Dayton, Ohio, and he was at my favorite used movie store, and he sent me a couple pictures of stuff they had, and I said, hey, check and see if they have this Falling Skies season that I need, and they did. So I was able to get all of these seasons for anywhere between like $5 to $8 each, which in the scope of a TV show, which can be anywhere from like 20 to 50 bucks, those are pretty good deals and good prices. So I'm really happy to finally have the complete Falling Skies series in my collection now for whenever I go and do a rewatch to be able to have that whole collection. Next, we have an early birthday present that I received just this past week, and this is one of my favorite Christian films actually. It's one of the Kendrick brothers movies, and that's Facing the Giants. I believe this was the second movie that they released after Flywheel, and this was always one of my favorites. I mean, yeah, it has its moments and its elements that are still somewhat in the cheesy Christian realm, but it's such a fun and an inspiring story. I'm not really a sports guy, but I do enjoy sports movies, and this one told a really good story, I thought, as well as having some really good themes and messages on faith as well. So thank you to my brother and sister-in-law for giving me that as an early birthday present. I'll show off another item that they got me as well a little bit down the hall here. But next, I picked up the next book that I'm in need of for the Frieren series. So this is one of the manga series I've been reading through. The series of the anime is one of my favorite anime shows, so I wanted to go and read through this series as well. I'll probably get ahead of the anime at some point, but this is the next book I've needed. So I think this is about halfway through the whole series that's out so far, so pretty nice to have a shelf full of half of a series now. This is definitely the series that I have the most books of so far for manga that I'm collecting, and there's several more that I'll be adding eventually, but everything costs money, so in good time. But this is the next one. I haven't had a chance to jump into it yet. I finished book 5 not too long ago, so I'm really looking forward to continuing the series because I believe this is the last book as far as the anime series has gotten so far. So after that, we'll be up to passing where the anime series is, which will be cool because it's going to be another year or so until the anime continues, so I'm excited to kind of see where the story's going next. Next, we have another anime or manga. This is a manhwa from Korea. It's for the Solo Leveling series. This is one of my favorite shows that's on TV right now. We just wrapped up season 2 of it, and it seems like it might be some time before we get season 3. So it's one that I was interested in reading nonetheless, but especially knowing we're not going to be getting a continuation for possibly some time, I wanted to read it. So I just finished reading this a couple of days ago, so this is book 2. I got book 1 last month, and I will definitely be grabbing book 3 soon. This is definitely one that I want to read through as quickly as possible because the manhwa so far has been just as addicting as the TV show. So really excited to have that as a continuation in the series as well. And then big, heavy, bulky stuff here. We have Vinland Saga. These are some absolutely beautiful deluxe editions for the manga series. I believe there's, by the time August comes around, there will be 8 of these out, and I think there's going to be 9 or 10 for the entire manga series. So each of these deluxe editions includes 3 of the original volumes from the manga set. This is probably one of my favorite TV shows of all time, and I've heard the manga is fantastic as well. I'm currently reading it. I'm about a third of the way through. Like, this is big enough that they put a bookmark in here, but these are really nice, high quality books. The pages in here are like really thick, like cardstock. You got maps in the beginning and the end. I mean, they're almost like holding a Bible, it feels like. So you got your contents, some colored artwork here and there. So just beautiful, beautiful books all around. Each of the covers is slightly different as far as the artwork that's on it, the writing that's on it. Like, this one's in runes and others are in like Latin and stuff like that. So I picked this one up for myself last month, and like I said, I'm about a third of the way through it. And then the other early birthday present that I got from my brother and sister-in-law was book 2. So I'm already off to a good start. So this will wrap up where season 1 left off, and then I'll continue the series beyond that with, you know, getting to go a little bit ahead of the anime there with the second or the third and the fourth book. So again, this one, really nice artwork on the front. You might have noticed, you know, slight variation in the emblem that's on the front there. This one, I believe, from what I can tell, is in Latin. I don't know any Latin, but just nice consistency throughout. And again, you know, you got maps, but what's cool about each map is each one kind of shows the journey of Thorfinn in this specific book. So you kind of get to track where he's going, what he's doing as the main character. Again, you got some kind of bonus features in here of extra artwork, some interview stuff, table of contents, all that kind of stuff. So just absolutely beautiful sets of these books. So I'm really excited to continue collecting them. They're definitely some of the biggest books I have. They're too tall to fit on my new shelf that I got for Christmas, which was kind of sad, but I'll have to find a way to display them beautifully up top. So Lord of the Rings might get booted because that's where it's currently sitting on top of that shelf. So that's everything that I picked up this past month. Let me see if I can pick it up here to do a bit of a full stack. These are really heavy. Yep, so here's everything that I picked up this past month. Some early birthday presents, some books that I've gotten for myself. So really, really excited. A bit of a different haul for this month with mostly being books, but I've just been really going heavy into reading this year, and it's been really fun. I've already read over a dozen books this year, and that's coming from someone who didn't read more than maybe a book a year previously. So I definitely need to do a video on the channel soon as I'm collecting books now and reading more books, just talking about picking it up as a new hobby and kind of what I'm reading, what I'm enjoying and collecting and stuff. So I hope you enjoyed this video. It's a little bit different as far as haul videos go for me, but still pretty much kind of the same structure. So thank you for sticking around to the end of this video. I will see you in the next one.